Here today at the Target Field Station. We are involved in all the site work on the project as well as all the landscape architecture.
We're plucked right next to Target Field, right next to the Hennepin County Energy Recovery Center, and then just existing buildings around here. So there was extreme amount of coordination out here that had to take place.
You can kind of feel pretty proud when you look around at what's here today and the use it gets.
It's wildly surpassed our expectations in terms of immediate public acceptance and the coolness factor.
It's a missing piece of the puzzle that we were able to fill in for this North Loop community.
It was awesome to work with them out here. I mean, I don't think we could have done it with a different civil engineer on this project.
Everybody's very happy, so that's all you can ask.
It is a great day to be in downtown Chippewa Falls. I think I speak for all of the employees here at SEH. Uniformly, we're very excited to be downtown.
It's really amazing the support that I've heard from the community on this SEH building. I mean, it's just been tremendous. It really has.
Our building is benchmarked through the IGCC to operate at 30 to 35% more efficient than a comparable building of its size.
It's just really exciting to see this project and where we are today.
One word to describe this building.
Functional.
Sustainable.
Fantastic.
1, 2, 3. Yay!
We knew that lining was the right technology for this area because of the nature of our downtown. We've got a very vibrant area here, a lot of traffic.
So we were able to use the structural water main lining, line the inside of that 6- and 8-inch pipe, and then reinstate those services from inside the pipe.
Another thing that we were very concerned about was making sure that our Saturday night cruising events. This was a huge deal, draws thousands of people to downtown, hundreds of classic cars.
We're able to get in, we're able to get the work done, and they can have all of their events.
SEH staff, very good to work with, did a fantastic job helping us through this project.
The Wolf Lake Boardwalk project is a 1,000 feet of precast concrete boardwalk, spans over Wolf Lake.
It's a long peninsula that you go underneath the power lines. You cross again 1,000 feet over a bridge, and just the constructing of that, no one will ever realize the complexity of that.
On a daily basis, folks come out here and walk, they come out here and ride bikes, they come out here and jog, and again, they've never had that opportunity before.
We wanted to see curves. He walked the rest of the trails out there. It's a very natural setting.
So that we could give the bike riders and pedestrians a much better way to see some of the scenery along the project.
Hammond's location is really critical too. This provides a gateway to Indiana from Illinois and all the millions of people that live in Chicago as well.
We really do have to thank SEH of Indiana and how hard they've worked to make this happen.
Just maybe a little over a year ago, SEH started this 360 view, where you can walk around the tank sitting at your computer.
After each of the carriers is done with either an initial installation or an upgrade, SEH is using a 360 visual closeout package.
And we can see things that we like. If there's problems, we can identify it.
And the reason is because it benefits the city in telling them exactly how much equipment is on the tank.
One of the, again, a benefit for us is we don't have to climb the tower. We don't have to go up on top of the tower. We just go back and look at the 360 view.
It gives them information about the workmanship that's been done to date.
Working with Mike, John, and Dale, and Dan, and Andy has been wonderful for us.
So we have a competition pool, which has, you know, the racing lanes for everybody, and then the dive pool.
So that the divers can be in the deep water tank with a warmer temperature. The swimmers are in there, and we can do it at the same time, which is excellent.
I don't think there's anyone who hasn't been a part of this that isn't proud of the facility.
There'll be the swim meets and the games here, but they'll also have the community in to be able to relax and do their laps and work out here in the mornings.
Our community has not been able to access as much water time as they need to, particularly with young children's swimming lessons.
Some of the energy saving features include, high R value walls, and then we also did low E windows so that we're not losing all the heat from the pool.
You can tell for this small community, a lot of people turned out, and they're thrilled to have it. And I know people and children will enjoy it for years to come.
Phase 1 is on the west side of the high school site. We're able to regrade an old gravel pit into a nice new softball diamond.
Our softball diamond with the elevation in the right field and things, that is absolutely spectacular.
And on the west side, we're able to grade out 2 soccer fields. Scott and I went to many stadiums, and this was the best product we found. Concussions were a big deal now in football, and we wanted to provide the safest field possible.
Fast forward to 2014, and it's here, and it's awesome.
The soccer program at Oconomowoc is very strong.
That stadium is absolutely spectacular because it's an intimate setting for the size crowds that soccer bring.
Making sure we had a good baseball field was important to the scope of this project.
If you say athletics is about a team experience, I would say that we had a complete and total team.
So the project includes a bridge and a full access interchange, a diamond interchange off of Highway 15 at 33rd Street. And there's 4 roundabouts included, one for West Frontage Road, one for each of the ramp terminal intersections, and one for a county road at the east of the end of the project.
What was really exciting about the delivery of this project to the City of St. Cloud was the number of practice centers and services that we're able to offer.
This project, from my standpoint, was a great client service success story, where the client service manager for the City of St. Cloud, and he was able to bring us in and talk to the client early.
Community development, transportation group, environmental, natural resources, structures, lighting, construction services, and surveying.
And we were able to impress them enough on our knowledge of the process to walk out of there with a preliminary design contract.
So it really represented, I think, a successful team effort.
And one of the hallmarks of the NCI process is that you want to have sort of 3 feedback loops.
I was so happy that the public had so many different ways that they could input into the process, roll up their sleeves, and draw on maps and attend meetings. And
if we're going to put city dollars and infrastructure to it, that plan has to be endorsed by the community.
But in terms of the outcome, I think just seeing that happen over the last 4 days of the charrette of various iterations that come to fruition.
At the end, you get that document that everybody's been involved in, that wanted to be at least, and that they can all put their hands on and go, yeah, this is a really good product.
So I was very happy. I still hear a lot of very positives about the whole charrette process and all the players, including SEH.
Our site started in Deer River and a second one in Aiken County, and this is our largest one, the first or second largest bank in the state.
Our goal is to take 22,000 acres of land and restore a very degraded ecosystem.
An applicant may approach our client looking for credits to purchase to offset their impacts, which is the smoothest and most efficient way to get through the regulatory process.
The Conservation Fund had an opportunity in working with our state Department of Natural Resources to protect Sac-Sim Bog.
The area is biologically important primarily for the bird habitat.
And so people come from literally all over the world to Sac-Sim to be able to see these birds that otherwise you'd never be able to see.
We're very proud to be working with SEH on this project.
My favorite piece, there's a couple of them. One is this pond right behind me. This pond itself used to be a borrow pit, and it was just a muddy pond, whereas we see today is a completely transformation, a beautiful wetland.
So we're standing on Wildwood Island. To rebuild the island, we put back fabric encapsulated soil lips, which is like a burrito of topsoil, layers of coir fabric, and then that surrounds topsoil, and then we have vegetation, seed. So again, this is about 2 years after construction. Really a remarkable turnaround for this island.
In the past, everything was just mowed right to the river's edge.
This whole buffer through here from the fence to the river was all added as habitat.
With this project and reintroducing some of the habitats and grasses and trees, it really brought it to the forefront. It's been really great to see.